Now, the United States has reiterated its support for Finland and Sweden's NATO entry after Stockholm's recent tensions with Ankara put the accession in peril. Speaking to the press, State Department spokesperson Ned Price said that the United States will support Finland's entry to the military bloc, even without Sweden.
We're not going to comment on a hypothetical. What we believe is that Finland and Sweden are ready to join the alliance. It's not only the view of the executive branch, it's the view of the legislative branch as well. You saw that in the swift accession process and the Senate's ratification of the treaty last year. This is a point we've made very clearly, repeatedly, in public and private, to all of our partners, including to our Turkish allies in this case. And it's a point that we'll continue to make.
Now, the statement comes after Turkey on Monday said that Stockholm should not expect Ankara to agree to their NATO bid after last weekend's anti-Turkey and anti-Erdogan protests. The Swedish Prime Minister has meanwhile called all parties, that is Turkey, Finland and Sweden itself, to re-enter dialogue regarding the Nordic nations' NATO accession.
Vårt samlade budskap är att vi vill mana till lugn, mana till besinning, till lugn i processen så att vi kan återkomma till fungerande samtal mellan Sverige, Finland och Turkiet om vårt gemensamma NATO-medlemskap.
Now, on Tuesday, the Finnish Prime Minister said that a pause of a few weeks is needed in the NATO talks with Turkey. Speaking to the news agency Reuters, Pekka Haavisto said that a timeout is needed before we return to the three-way talks and see where we are when the dust is settled after the current situation. So no conclusions should be drawn yet. Meanwhile, Turkey has indefinitely cancelled a three-way meeting with Sweden and Finland, which was due to take place in February. The cancellation comes after the recent protests outside the Turkish embassy in Sweden. Quoting diplomatic sources, Turkish state media has said that the meet scheduled in Brussels has been postponed on Ankara's request. Sweden, along with Finland, applied to join NATO after Russia invaded Ukraine. But the recent protests have heightened tensions between Stockholm and Ankara. Erdogan has already set out a series of tough conditions for voting in favour of Sweden. The demands call on Stockholm to extradite dozens of mostly Kurdish suspects that Ankara either accuses of terrorism or of involvement in a failed 2016 coup. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.